In 1966, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, SNCC, is at a crossroads. Like other civil rights groups, SNCC is frustrated with the slow pace of reform. For 6 years, they have been committed to fighting for civil rights through peaceful, nonviolent protests like sit-ins, freedom rides, and voter registration efforts. And what has changed? But despite passage of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act, Black Americans are still locked out of suburbs, kept out of decent schools, barred from exclusive clubs, and denied all but the most menial jobs. While Martin Luther King inspired them with his eloquent defense of the use of civil disobedience to prevent the streets from flowing with blood, a new movement in the fight for civil rights is gaining momentum. If Black Americans are to liberate themselves fully, militant leaders like Malcolm X argue they cannot merely accept rights given to them by whites, they have to claim them. Groups like the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense are embracing this more militant approach. SNCC has just elected Stokely Carmichael as the chairman and must decide how to steer the organization through this crucial point in the fight for civil rights. Does SNCC continue to pursue its agenda through peaceful means like marches and protests? Or are the nonviolent strategies on which the organization was founded to blame for the lack of progress? What will it really take for Martin Luther King's dream to become a reality that all of God's children, Black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, thank God Almighty we are free at last. Stokely Carmichael needs your help to decide the future of SNCC, which may carry with it the success of the civil rights movement at this critical point in the history of the United States.